Coming up on High Now, we're checking out one of the most popular spots on the island to get your donut fix. A look at the original taro donut, all the way from Kauai.
The Beer Lab has always made good beer, but now it's partnering with local chefs to bring you super Onor food in its new concept here at Pearl Ridge.
Plus, we hear from a team of local brothers who went around the world on the amazing race. This and more right now on High Now.
Aloha and welcome to High Now Weekender. I'm Kanoe Gibson.
And I'm Kainoa Carlson. Next Wednesday, The Amazing Race will premiere its 32nd season on KGNB. And this time, it's a pair of local brothers. They're one of the 11 teams competing in a race around the world for the $1 million grand prize.
Oh my gosh, Kainoa got the chance to chat with them about this once-in-a-lifetime experience. Check it out.
I've always watched The Amazing Race. It's one of those shows where as a viewer you can like analyze, oh, I would have done this, I would have done that. We reached out to them a while back. They got us to the last final casting. They saw something in us and took us. So that's basically how it went.
This isn't the first time the McKibben brothers have partnered together. After decorated volleyball careers at Punahou and the University of Southern California, the duo landed on the AVP Tour in 2015, where they became a success both on the sand and on the internet, launching a successful YouTube channel. As their distinguished facial hair tabbed them a new hashtag on social media, the Beard Bros.
Madison graduated college. He and I played in Greece together for like a brief stint, professional indoor. And then while we were there, we're like, just try to see what we look like with beards. And that was in 2014. And since then, we haven't shaved.
We're just like, maybe we should keep these. I didn't do much for our dating lives.
Now the local boys will race around the globe for a $1 million grand prize. They knew that going in, but not much else.
They tell you make it, right? Then it kind of goes dark. It's maybe like 2 months later and boom, get the call like, hey, pack your bags. You're going in a week. You got to show up at this place. It's pretty crazy because you just have to drop everything. You go. No cell phone, no contact. This, you have no idea what is coming.
Yeah.
And you have no idea where you're even going. So you get dropped off in like the middle of nowhere and you got to just figure everything out. Just you and your partner.
We really need to figure out our strengths and weaknesses and be very open about it. We would debrief before, after. This went well, this didn't go well, this is where you can improve upon.
Yeah, you really have to check your ego. Because there's always like the competition between brothers, like I'm better at this. So if I fail because of my ego or whatever, then we both fail. So we have to be really open and vulnerable about that.
People watch the show, it's easy to be a viewer and be like, wow, they're so stupid. Like, how did they not think of this? How did they not see this? Because you have so much adrenaline, you make mistakes. We played professional volleyball together. We played at SC together. We played at Punahou together. Like, we've been teammates since we were literally born. And we do have our flaws. We do blow up at each other. Easy to be like, okay, let's move on. You know, it's for the better. I get why you're irritated with me. Let's move on. Okay.
I definitely think it brought us closer for sure.
If you've seen the cast, it's a diverse group of people. I think it's going to be really entertaining.
Yeah.
Brought to you by Cutter Chevrolet.
Oh my gosh, that's
cool
amazing!
Is that? Yeah, no, it's awesome, man. You know, knowing Riley personally, me and him were classmates back in the Punahou days. Both of them great volleyball players and both of them extremely smart. So I'm so excited to see how they do.
You know, I think that you and I could do that race.
I would rely on you heavily, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh my gosh, I think this will probably be the first time that I will watch a season in its entirety. I'm excited. This is happening on Wednesday?
That's right, so you guys need to check it out. The first episode of The Amazing Race will air on KGNB Wednesday at 8 p.m. Hawaii time. And High Now will be following along during the journey. So best of luck to the Beard Bros.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait to watch it. And this is gonna be a lot of fun, I think. They should do a local one.
We need to.
The Beer Lab has always made good beer, but now it's partnering with local chefs to bring you super Onor food in its new concept here at Pearl Ridge.
Beer Lab started in 2015. We actually started just as, through friends brewing beer in our backyards. We really strive to create new flavors, fun flavors, to continue to grow and push ourselves to see how great a beer we can get to. I think we've all seen with this pandemic that how important it is to really push and grow the local businesses, local communities. When everything stopped and our tourism stopped, we really had to turn, and we're lucky to have all of the local people really support us and keep us open. We were able to pivot our business to go a lot more to-go options, which is our crawlers, our 16-ounce cans. But this whole option of Pro Ridge actually came about because a restaurant in this space closed. So we thought, what a great opportunity to be able to bring in some of these food truck chefs. We found that those are the people that we want to have a relationship and work with as we push forward into the future. Two chefs that we have in the kitchen is Sister Truck. In the kitchen right now today is Flying Ahi. For the kitchen, everything runs on gas back there. Can't get the same char, same flavors that you can get off, just something electric. In our brewery, we've used natural gas from Hawaii Gas. We really feel like when we brew with gas, you cannot get that caramelization that you would get with steam.
All right, Nick, I've waited long enough. What do I got here?
You got boneless garlic chicken. You got your ahi katsu side limu poke, kalbi fries, and then this is spicy ahi salad.
Whoa! There's a little bit of sweetness in there with the spiciness. That's amazing.
Got some great chefs.
And of course, got to try the beer, right? Oh, that's good. There is a very different flavor from what I typically taste in beer.
Yeah, so you're drinking our Kasago or Omakase series IPA. Lots of hops, again, very low bitterness.
Whoa, that's dangerous. Okay, so now we got the kalbi fries. Oh my goodness, it's just bursting with flavor. It seems like you guys push the envelope with your beers. I mean, would you say the chefs are doing the same? Because this is incredible.
That is the hope. And now we can give the chefs a platform where they can do the same thing.
Yeah, well, they're doing it. Okay, next, ahi katsu. This is kind of like a little bit more of a classic dish when it comes to ahi, but still a cut above the rest. Wow, you guys have really picked the right chefs, that's for sure.
Thank you.
Well, Nick, thank you so much again for letting us come here today. I'm gonna have to come back to try the Sister Truck next time. All right, you guys should check it out too here at Pearl Ridge Beer Lab Hawaii. We'll have more up on HiNowDaily.com.
Brought to you by Hawaii Gas.
For the Dryling Ohana, food always brought this family together, and now they're sharing their flavors with the rest of Hawaii. This is Holy Grail Donuts.
Holy Grail Donuts was founded in 2018. My sister and I sought out to essentially encapsulate Hawaii in a donut. We both have culinary and agricultural backgrounds. Essentially, the premise of the company is to collaborate with local farmers and our surrounding community to create the best quality donuts we could ever imagine. Now essentially seems like a better time than ever to bring a little bit of joy to our community, collaborate with some local community members and farmers to create. So what makes us different from most donut shops is we take an ingredient approach. Instead of creating recipes and then sourcing the ingredients, we actually go around and see what sort of ingredients we can find seasonally and locally, and then develop based off of those partnerships with farms. We're also potentially the first donut shop to be frying kalo in an organic coconut oil. We have almost 60 flavors of donuts. We are constantly creating more as we find and source new ingredients. Currently, our most popular is our reincarnated donut. That is kind of our take on a maple bacon. It is an organic maple glaze with smoked coconut and Hawaiian sea salt. Currently, we're serving a dragon fruit donut we call the Dragon Slayer, and that is our classic taro-based donut served hot, dipped in a dragon fruit glaze with a slice of dehydrated dragon fruit on top. It's super citrusy and just absolutely delicious. Our beverage program is based off of a cashew coconut milk that we've developed in-house. It just pairs perfectly with our draft flash chilled coffee, our Mitsuba matcha, and our chai as well.
We use ingredients at Holy Grail that we would serve at home. So we're a health conscious family. So we try to be as health conscious as possible and still enjoy those treats that we all love, the comfort food treats like donuts. I'm so proud of the kids. I had no idea that they would venture off into something like this, but they really do instill all the values we've taught them around being involved in their community, supporting local businesses, and giving back to the community. They have been involved in fundraising for the YWCA on Kauai. And right now we're supporting the 5-gallon kalo challenge here on Oahu that addresses domestic violence and suicide and food insecurity. So those are values that are super important to us, and it's just so heartening to see the kids, you know, go into the work world and go into business with those values integrated in everything they're doing.
Coming up, get ready for Dine and Shop pop-up at Aloha Stadium.
A look at the Ono dishes available at the Nico's booth when High Now returns.
Welcome back to Hideout Weekender. You know, this first Dine and Shop pop-up will be taking place tomorrow at Aloha Stadium from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. It's the perfect opportunity to support our local restaurants and small businesses. Now, masks are required and the event will be socially distanced, and you can catch it at this pop-up at the swap meet every Sunday through November 15th. Now, Kainoa is in the kitchen with Chef Nico, who will be at the event with some Ono food. Kainoa, make sure you save me some poke, okay? I'm downstairs.
I will, but I'm with some hungry brothers that are part of the crew. Aloha, Chef Nico. How are you?
Very good. Good morning.
Good. We're so happy to have you here, and we've got some fresh fish over there on the cutting board, and that usually means a good thing for everybody who's in the High Now building today.
Yes. Yeah.
What are you be making?
Okay, we're gonna make a little poisson cru. This is a Tahitian poisson cru recipe with coconut milk, grape tomatoes, cucumbers, green onion, salt, lime.
Beautiful.
So I'm gonna dice up the fish really fast. This is something we're gonna be serving on Sunday at the event at the stadium.
Chef, how important is kind of events like that to allow avenues for you folks to continue to get your Ono food out to the public?
I think it's for us to be telling everybody, yes, we're still here. We're still in business and we still try to survive this pandemic. And fresh fish is still available. It's a local product, but it's always here. Fishermen are still going out fishing, and we need to promote that as much as possible.
Yeah, definitely. Now, more important than ever to support local.
Correct. Yeah. So every ingredient, everything we use is mostly local products, from the lime to the cucumbers, tomatoes, also.
Beautiful.
So yeah. So you just serve a fish, kind of quick like that.
Okay.
All right. Toss some tomatoes, cucumbers, coconut milk.
What's a coconut milk do, Chef?
That's gonna be giving the textures and mix it together, and give a nice taste to it. Hawaiian salt.
Pakai.
And then white pepper, not black, so you don't give any colors to it. Green onions, and then the lime juice.
Yum.
You can go heavy if you want, however you like it.
That'll kind of give it that kick.
Yeah. There you go.
Yum.
And then you just mix it really fast. So we will be serving poisson cru at the event Sunday. It's gonna be $5 for a half pound of it.
Okay.
And then make sure you bring your cooler so you can take more than half pound and take it home. And so that's the poisson cru right there.
Oh yeah, a little bit of green onion.
And
then Chef, I see we got to walk us through what else we got over there.
So we got to do poke bowl also during the event. And poke bowl will be rice or nalo greens. And we'll be serving, deluxe poke, half deluxe, and then half spicy.
And you got a dip over there too, with some chips.
So the dip is a smoked ahi dip. There we go. That's gonna be poke bowl right there.
That's for go sleep after.
Yeah. And then this is a recipe we've been doing in the Kailua location, and it's been really popular. It's a smoked ahi dip. It's basically smoked ahi and then with confit in olive oil, blended, and there is a bunch of good ingredients like tomato, fresh tomato, green onions, and a little spice to it. And use that when you eat it. It's great with it. So it's a little ahi spread, basically. Yeah.
Beautiful. So make sure you check out Chef Nico and the rest of these local businesses at the shop and pop-up. We'll have all of the information up on HighNowDaily.com.
Brought to you by Farmers Insurance Hawaii.
Having an amputation can disrupt a person's life, but North Shore Prosthetics and Orthotics has proven that life can become an even greater adventure with the right prosthesis.
I started North Shore Prosthetics in 2017 as I was finishing my degree in mechanical engineering at UH Manoa because I needed a good quality place to get my legs made. I've been an amputee for 14 years now and sort of had to pioneer my way through learning how to surf. I've done 7,000 skydives, hiking and biking, free diving, and so I've had to just kind of figure out on my own how to make all of that happen and how to adapt a prosthesis to these high-level activities that you just take for granted until the ability to walk is taken away from you. I've been involved as a volunteer for Access Surf for 12 years now almost. Through Access Surf, we have developed the Hawaii Adaptive Surf Team. North Shore Prosthetics sponsors all the Adaptive Surf Team members. And I also have started an amputee support group for the people of Oahu, just to share my knowledge with what I've learned from being an amputee and living in Hawaii, facing the unique challenges that we face out here.
I was in the Army as a combat engineer, and on Mother's Day in 2011, I was hit by an IED blast. I ended up amputating 3 weeks later, right before my 21st birthday. That put me in a really deep, dark depression. Luckily, I got involved with an organization called Operation Surf. Just the act of standing up on a surfboard again changed my world. I rode that wave all the way to shore and I stepped off the board and I cried my eyes out. I learned through pushing myself that I actually just had to relearn how to do things in a different way. And by saying yes to Eric, my life has just gotten exponentially better because my prosthetics are helping me send it in ways that I never dreamed.
I want to see people succeed. We want to see people progress in the use of their prosthesis. We want to see people get back to a normal, active, healthy lifestyle, and we want to do everything in our power to make that happen. So we really go the extra mile for our patients. A significant portion of North Shore Prosthetics business is active military and veterans. I commissioned a local artist to paint a mural in honor of the veterans and the active service members because, you know, we really enjoy serving the military folks here in Hawaii, providing good quality service for them. So we do have a website, northshoreprosthetics.com. You can reach us on Instagram at North Shore Prosthetics, Facebook, catch me out in the water, stop by the office. Please feel free to come and say hi, ask any questions.
Brought to you by North Shore Prosthetics and Orthotics.
City Mill has redone its power tools department across all their locations, and it's now featuring some of the top brand names in the industry. Randy Asuncion, the City Mill Honolulu manager, is going to tell us all about it and what basic power tools you need to have at home.
For one is the drill driver, the Makita 18-volt with the lithium-ion battery. You can get into the hard-to-reach areas. It has 21 different torque settings, so if you're drilling to delicate items or very hard items, you can adjust the torque accordingly, as well as a high speed and a low speed. Hear that click, it's locked, and drill. Now if you want to drive a screw, take that off, put in the appropriate bit, and drive screws in, and hit this button right here for reverse. Take screws right out. Another power tool we have here at City Mill is the Skill Compact Screwdriver. It has a built-in lithium-ion battery, and that's why it's compact. You can go forward, reverse. One neat feature that I like about this particular tool is it has a built-in electrical sensor. If there's any power cords or any electrical wires in the wall, you press this, and it will let you know that there's power behind the wall, so maybe you shouldn't be drilling holes. You can easily remove a doorknob, or in this case, a deadbolt, and you can actually install one. What we have right here is the Germo Versa. It is a cordless cleaning tool. Comes with different pads. Comes with a coarse pad for rough cleaning, medium pad for general cleaning, and a fine pad for fine cleaning. Put on the backing pad, get your cleaning solution, go on the table, put the splash guard down, push the button, and you're good to go. You notice it doesn't splash. You can clean anything.
Now with these three very basic tools from jobs big and small, you can do them all. The best part, they're available at City Mills across the island and on citymill.com.
Brought to you by City Mill. Coming up,
It's been a leader in all-girl education right here in the islands for more than 50 years. We're getting an exclusive look at La Pietra Hawaii School for Girls. La Pietra Hawaii School for Girls has been a leader in all-girl education here in the islands for more than 50 years. And today we're getting an exclusive look at its beautiful 5-acre campus right here along the slopes of Diamond Head.
La Pietra Hawaii School for Girls was founded in 1964 and we're housed on what was the home of Walter Dillingham and his family. The founders of our school created it with the idea that girls in Hawaii would really thrive and where girls would have a chance to take center stage, to have a chance to find their voices and have the confidence to use it. Class size averages about 10 to 15 girls with 7-to-1 student-to-teacher ratio and a school culture that overall is driven by how do girls learn and thrive best. When visitors first come to our campus, they are first taken away with the beauty and the tranquility and the spectacular environment. So our fountain courtyard is such a wonderful gathering place on our community. It's a place where the girls get to see each other throughout the day. They might eat lunch here. It's also a place where we have special gatherings and events. So it really is the pulse of the campus and the heartbeat of our community. So this beautiful area is our great lawn. It's a great place for the girls to relax, sit under the Howe Arbor and enjoy their food together. It's also a wonderful place for outdoor learning. Our graduation, the girls wear their beautiful white holoku with Waikiki and sunset behind us. On that day, it's really the culmination of a La Pietra journey for each girl. They have 100% acceptance to colleges across the country. Recent graduating classes have earned up to $4 million in merit scholarships for college. So it really is just a special place that brings all of those celebrations together.
So tell me about your athletics program.
We offer about 18 different athletic sports each year. We're members of the Interscholastic League of Honolulu, or the ILH, as well as Pac-5. We have a beautiful full-size athletic gym. We also have a great pool, outside field, outside court. We even do have some girls that go on and continue with their athletic career at the collegiate level. So this is our art courtyard, and it's really such a fun, creative part of our campus. We have 6 different art studios, approximately 27 courses that girls can choose from: music, drama and theater, design thinking, and technology. Overall, in our college preparatory curriculum, we offer about 135 courses each year. It helps girls really to reach their full potential, both personally and academically. It helps them to develop an authentic confidence that they carry with them into their future once they graduate from La Pietra. So to learn more about our school, we encourage you to visit our website at lapietra.edu. You'll find information about how to apply online, sign up for an open house, or to schedule your visit. We look forward to meeting you.
Brought to you by La Pietra Hawaii School for Girls.
Tomorrow is the 2020 Komen Hawaii Race for the Cure. The virtual event is taking place on Facebook Live at Komen Hawaii starting at 9 a.m. The event is personal for many men and women who've been touched by breast cancer. For Jana Matsumoto, it's about celebrating her survival.
About a month out from when my second son was born, I just noticed that there was like a pink tinge to my milk. I noticed there was a lump. Went from ultrasound to a diagnostic mammogram, and I had to do a biopsy. And then the following week is when I found out I was diagnosed with stage 2 invasive ductal carcinoma. They were really proactive about it. So my medical oncologist started me on IV chemo, had my lumpectomy done, 6 weeks of radiation, followed by about 5 months of oral chemo. I am in remission, but I've been trying to be healthier, taking care of my body, because really I want to try and prevent or decrease the likelihood of my cancer coming back. So I really wanted to be a part of Race for the Cure. I wanted to do the actual event, and it's not canceled, and it's going to be held virtually. I really do feel that Komen Hawaii is dedicated to supporting the men and women of Hawaii through breast cancer today.
That's why we have to show up every year, every day, no matter what's happening. And on race day this year, of course, it is going to be different, but we're trying to bring every aspect of the race to the virtual event. The taiko drummers perform, the hula. We're going to give our shout outs to all of our top fundraisers, our sponsors, our survivors in our own way that we can in this virtual space. Yumilicious Zumba. So tune into Facebook starting 9 a.m. on October 11. Registration's free. There is still time to register. Just go to komenhawaii.org and join us and be a part of this amazing experience for all the men and women in Hawaii who are still battling breast cancer, because we want to end it. That's our goal.
While the business impact of the global pandemic has been different among the industries, there's one group that has been hit particularly hard: women-owned small businesses. So this Wednesday, October 14th at 6 p.m., the Hawaii Agricultural Foundation and the Hawaii Chamber of Commerce is putting on a virtual Eat, Think, Drink event. I will be the moderator of a panel of successful businesswomen in Hawaii, and participants will hear firsthand how these business owners have been affected by the pandemic, how they've pivoted, and what they're doing to survive. Registration is $10. It's going to be a fun one, so join us. You can find out more information on how to register at onorrevolution.com.
Coming up, taking care of our teeth and keeping the community healthy.
Get a look at the new procedures in place at Holiday Orthodontics to keep patients safe after the break.
Welcome back to High Note Weekender. It's time for another edition of Checkout and Takeout. And this week we're featuring businesses you can find at Kahala Mall.
That's right. And remember, with Checkout and Takeout on HawaiiNewsNow.com, you can find restaurants and what other businesses are open in your community. Now, first up, weekends are all about breakfast. And every Saturday and Sunday at Kahala Mall, you can now try Gomate's new breakfast menu from 7 to 10:30. Now, you may have seen their fluffy Japanese-style souffle pancakes on Instagram. You got to try them. Now, these pancakes are soft, they're airy, and it's a new trend coming out of Japan. Gomate also uses local ingredients to make its own liliuokalani sauce with liliuokalani puree from Maui and fresh strawberries to make the strawberry sauce. So all the good stuff. You can also try Gomate's souffle cheese, egg, and waffle. That's a lot. The Japanese style waffle is extra light. It's crispy, made with a special flour imported from Japan. And don't forget about the house special, the spicy kokuni bao, a Japanese style braised pork belly in a steamed bun with a fruit-based spicy sauce made in-house. I'm hungry.
You sold me. Up next, even though we can't celebrate events like we used to, you can still send a meaningful card or handwritten note. And the Papery at Kahala Mall has a card for every occasion, including Halloween. Now, these days, staying in touch with loved ones has become more important than ever, and we all know how good it feels to find a card in the mail. So check out the Papery's stationery products and make someone's day with some good old snail mail. Now, there are pens in all shapes and sizes, stickers, and even reusable shopping bags. And the Papery has been at Kahala Mall for over 40 years. And you can also find things like locally made face masks, we all need those, puzzles, and toys, even for your pets.
And finally, check us out at Simply Organized at Kahala Mall, Hawaii's largest and most complete organization and storage store. Simply Organized features the Freedom Rail storage and closet system, which can be used to create a closet, office, pantry, or even an entertainment center, which would be good for Sundays. Not only is it versatile and affordable, but it's also very easy to install. All you need are 6 tools. You probably already got them at home too. Everyone is looking for a desk these days, and the Freedom Rail system is the perfect solution for a work or learning space that you can design just for you. Now, at Simply Organized, you can also find storage containers and everything you need for food prep, as well as home office desks, furniture, more stuff that you need for those small places. Now, Simply Organized is open 7 days a week from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. You can also shop online or pick it up in the store. Just visit simplyorganizedhigh.com.
And to find out more information about these Kahala Mall businesses, head to Checkout and Takeout section on HawaiiNewsNow.com.
The mouth is part of the body, so we really need to take care of a holistic approach to our health, and oral health is a critical part of that. Except for these days, because we're wearing masks, our smile is one of the first things that we see. So I think overall, from a confidence perspective, the smile is very important. And so it helps in growth and development, in our social relationships. But certainly oral health is critical to our body's health. So keeping the teeth clean and healthy and having a healthy bite are really important for us. As far as the first pre-screening, the American Association of Orthodontists recommends that 7 is a great stage. Generally at that stage, children have their first permanent teeth. We're looking at how the teeth are growing, how the jaws are developing. And these are really important developmental stages for kids. You know, safety is always our primary concern. Safety of our team, safety of our patients, and safety of our community. So as healthcare providers, that's what we sign on for from the very get-go. You know, pre-COVID, we've had lots of other nasty bugs and other things that we always have to protect our patients and our staff. Implemented so many different things.
Holiday Orthodontics has modified the patient experience with safety in mind. Patients now wait in their car, text when they arrive, and complete a digital pre-screening questionnaire. They are then escorted by their patient concierge into the office, where sanitation and temperature checks are given.
Normal temperature.
Most of the time when you're talking about an airborne virus, the most important part is the quality of air. We have added equipment that removes these airflow, almost like a vacuum, you know, that really takes away any of the aerosols, called the ADS Terminator. It removes any particulates in the air, flushes it through a very heavy filtration system, and UV light. We also have air purifiers and things throughout the office so that the airflow is maintained. Hi, Alice. Whatever is out there the most, you know, the best process, that's what we've invested and put into implementation. A large subset of our patients need to be monitored during treatment. They don't necessarily have to come in for appointments. In fact, even our new patient exams, we do a lot of care that can be done through special applications. Zoom or something like that, where we would have a consultation over those kind of applications, down to ways that we can actually track tooth movement using smartphones and special scanning technology so that we can check the progress of our patients. So a lot of appointments with telehealth can be taken care of. So visit our website at docholidaybraces.com.
Brought to you by Holiday Orthodontics.
Coming up, a look at the history of the Hula Bowl. We catch up with the game's executive director when Hi Now returns.
It's one of the most famous postseason college football games in the country. The Hula Bowl is set to return in 2021, celebrating football and culture here in Hawaii.
Touchdown! Last year's edition was the reboot, the rebirth, was the 74th annual Hula Bowl. So when you think back to the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s, you think about Heisman Trophy winners, Outland Trophy winners, Lombardi Trophy winners, first-round draft picks, Super Bowl MVPs. The greatest college football players in America came to Hawaii, played in the premier All-Star game, and it was something that the Hawaii fans supported, but it was a nationwide, if not an international broadcast. And the Hula Bowl back to Hawaii was something long in the making. Obviously 12 years since the last one has been played. The game moved around to Maui, it moved to North Carolina, then it went on a kind of a hiatus. And during that time, it was just, where is the Hula Bowl and how can we get it back in Hawaii? And I want to thank our owners, Nick Logan, as well as Jennifer Logan, but bringing it back meant culture in terms of teaching these players the ha'a. Halftime show by Kamehameha, Star Kalahike singing the national anthem in Hawaii, Pono'ui, the spectacle of having a flyover, having Red Bull jump into the stadium, having 50 NFL scouts, and the ability to really showcase this game for not only the players from the continent, but the local players from the University of Hawaii, the Pono Davises of the world, the Braden Fahokus, the Polynesian players that wanted one last chance to play in an all-star game, to be in front of scouts, to get a job potentially in the National Football League. Over 40 players from the Hula Bowl signed NFL contracts. So we're very proud of the first year, and we're really looking forward to making this an annual event and it much bigger. Reggie Gilliam is a perfect story. Here's a guy that walked on the University of Toledo, becomes a free agent to the Buffalo Bills, went to Walmart to buy a tripod to film his pro day because we know what happened with COVID, no pro days, no OTAs, no ability to have preseason games, and scores a touchdown in his second National Football League game from the Hula Bowl. Reggie Gilliam, great story, and very proud of him. So blessed to have CBS Sports Network cover this game nationally. I thought the announcers did a great job. I thought, the 30-minute pregame leading up to the game really showcased Hawaii in the history of the Hula Bowl. We wanted to bring in NFL coaches. Rex Ryan, I mean the name, the son of Buddy Ryan. But Mike Smith, he's the winningest coach in Atlanta Falcons history. And what we allowed them to do is bring their offensive coordinators, their defensive coordinators, and even Catherine Smith, the first female coach in the National Football League, was part of that staff. Was something that was not only a give back, but something that was kind of the networking that goes on with the Hula Bowl.
If you've ever dreamt of living in Waikiki but couldn't afford to buy there, the new Kapolei collection rentals may be a good option for you. Located just blocks from Waikiki Beach, these 1- and 2-bedroom units are ready for families to call them home.
The Kapolei collection, it's a all rental opportunity for locals and others to live in Waikiki. It's actually the first time in decades that it's being offered. It was an amazing opportunity offered to us through the Queen Emma Land Company. And what we did here with 53 low-rise walkable apartments located on Kapolei and Kuhio Streets, just 2 blocks located from the ocean and the famous Waikiki Beach, is to have an assortment of spacious 1- and 2-bedrooms that ultimately allow for locals to enjoy living in Waikiki. Many people build timeshares or hotels or condos, and yet not everyone can afford to buy. And so having a rental housing opportunity here is something we think is really special. We took everything straight down to the studs, all new plumbing, all new windows, doors, electrical, hardware cabinets, flooring and finishes. And we really hope that people are able to call this place home. Welcome to our 1-bedroom. It's a little over 500 square feet in size and a very spacious living space for a couple, an individual, or even one with a small family that has a large spacious master bedroom with air conditioning. We have brand new everything in this unit. We of course think that being a pet-friendly building is very encouraged, that's allowed, as well as bike and surfboard storage. Most of our units also include lanais. Some of them are balconies, some of them are out on the ground floor. A lot of times today people talk about affordable housing and what is that affordable to and to whom? And the state has done a study, that probably 70% of local people need housing or look and afford to have housing at 80% AMI and below. For us here, this rental housing is actually all geared toward 80% area median income households. So this is right in that workforce group that don't always live here, and so they have long commute times. They are away from their family. And so if we're able to offer housing that is at that affordable range at 80% area median income, then we're very hopeful that people are able to use it. For a 1-bedroom is $1,483, and a rent for a 900 square foot 2-bedroom would be $1,945 a month. We're certainly accepting applications and encourage you to apply. And online we'll have 3D visuals, we'll have renderings, and certainly an application there. For more information, visit KaneKapoleiCollection.com.
Brought to you by Brookfield Properties.
Up next, locally made cookie mixes tailored for the nursing mom. Get a look at the benefits of Kai-made cookies after the break. For some moms, one of the hardest parts of raising a little one is nursing. Keeping a healthy milk supply can be difficult. Hawaii Medical Assurance Association has partnered with Kai-made milk cookies, which offer cookie mixes tailored for the nursing mom. But the best part, they can be enjoyed by the whole family.
I started Kai-made milk cookies in 2015 after I had my first daughter, and I quickly fell ill and discovered all of the trials and tribulations of breastfeeding. And I tried supplements, teas, herbs, and I just found it was so hard to commit to taking so much pills during the day. And what better way than with a cookie and making it fun that's packed with nutrients and that also has milk boosting ingredients to help boost a nursing mother's milk supply. Everything is hand mixed here in Hawaii by a mom for moms. And there's a lot of love and thought that goes into making each batch. What I love most about them is that all of our moms can make them fresh in the comfort of their own homes. So it's a lot more convenient for them, especially with their different schedules, their day-to-day lives. And also it's really great for our mainland moms that they're able to enjoy them fresh as well. Although everyone's bodies are different, everyone's results will be different, just like everyone's journeys are different. And a lot of our moms have seen their supplies at least double, if not more. Also, for our moms that are returning to work, it's helpful for them to build a supply in their freezer to save for a rainy day. I also think that it brings a lot of our families together and brings our moms a sense of happiness. You know, at the end of the day, breastfeeding is just a temporary thing, and we want to look back and remember not only the struggles we've had, but also the times that were so rewarding and what made us push through and keep going. And we're really here to just help moms achieve all of their breastfeeding goals, whatever it may be. Kind Milk Cookies has partnered with HMAA's Member Plus discount program to give their members exclusive discounts on our cookie mixes. Our cookies are safe for anyone to enjoy, and a lot of our dads and Keiki love them too. We're available online. We have a website, kindmilkcookies.com. We're also available in-store on Kauai. We're located in Little Peak, Hawaii. It's an ultrasound studio, and you can find us at any of the mom-made markets on Oahu or the Baby Expos.
Keiki are our future, and the Liliuokalani Trust has made it its mission to ensure Native Hawaiian keiki thrive.
Liliuokalani Trust was founded by our last reigning monarch, Queen Liliuokalani. Her wish was to leave her estate for the benefit of orphan and destitute Native Hawaiian children within the state of Hawaii. Our mission at LT is to provide opportunities for Native Hawaiian youth to reach and realize their greatest potential. And that mission supports our lasting vision of Ena Kamale Lupa Lupa, thriving Hawaiian children.
Helping keiki thrive is the main ambition of the Trust, and as statistics have shown, the odds are often stacked against Hawaiian children from the very beginning.
Native Hawaiian youth are unfortunately overrepresented in state systems. They make up 44% of all foster youth in Hawaii, and Native Hawaiians also make up 46% of all youth in detention centers. Make up over 51% of the homeless population, and also we're alarmingly high in statistics like truancy, teen pregnancy, and in human trafficking.
Realizing there was an essential need for resources, the Trust has made a commitment to serve the keiki who need it most by extending their services. For the first time in the Trust's 111-year history, its staff will be serving youth ages from 0 to 26 years old and will demonstrate innovative and modern solutions to breaking the cycle of poverty for Hawaii's most vulnerable Hawaiian children. Expanded services will include youth development programs that inspire children to dream of futures outside of poverty, residential facilities, and new centers of excellence that aim to transform the lives of Hawaiian children and young adults.
This clear vision and direction provides an opportunity for us to tackle root causes of poverty and expand beyond what was typically offered by the Liliuokalani Trust, which was social services. We're very excited about this opportunity to expand our services beyond social services and to get at these causes of poverty.
The Trust has big plans for the future and will continue to support Hawaii's keiki in the years to come.
Over the long term, I look forward to Native Hawaiian youth who are reconnected with their culture, who have been on their own transformational journey and seek out their passions, improved statistics for Native Hawaiian well-being, and corresponding decreases in those bad statistics that we talked about earlier. It's a world where Native Hawaiian youth are full of hope and empowered to chase their dreams, whatever that may be.
Brought to you by Liliuokalani Trust.
Coming up, having a beautiful smile can change your life. And Dr. Winokuda has been giving that to his patients for more than 30 years. Trust me, I'm one of them. Find out why this is an appointment you won't want to miss when Hi Now returns. Having a beautiful smile can change your life, and Dr. Winokuda has been giving that to his patients for more than 30 years. Trust me, I'm one of them.
Cosmetic dentistry has a misnomer because of the word cosmetic, but It really isn't just about beauty. It's about recreating nature also. So some people want to have that enhancement. They want to have that really dazzling smile like the Kim Kardashian smile. And we can do that. So I treat patients from all different age ranges, from teenagers, patients who are born with different sets of problems. This young man who I resculpted his smile is now getting ready to go to college, and he's fired up because he's got this new smile. But also, there are other patients who are a lot older. They don't want that 20-something smile. They want something that's age appropriate, that's gonna help rejuvenate their look. Maybe a little bit brighter. And of course, with older patients, it's really about trying to recreate function and form so that they're able to eat, chew, have a nice smile, but really about trying to give them something so that they'll be able to avoid dentures. Every week, we see patients leaving with a new smile, and you know what? It changes their life. That's why we love what we do, because we're really making a difference in patients' lives.
Hi, Dr. Okuda.
Hi, Kapolei. Good to see you.
Well, I gotta tell you, you were probably one of the biggest catalysts in my life that really pushed me forward, and I wouldn't be where I am without you.
You are so
thank you
sweet to say that.
for giving me a beautiful smile.
You 4 Miss Hawaiis.
Put them up next to each other, you wouldn't know that this came from one dentist, right?
Right, exactly. And that's really the point. We wanted to have it where it matches just you and have it be able to be your different, your customized smile that matches just you. See, personality, facial color, eye color, all of these things play into the role of how do we make something look natural for them, specifically for them. And that's what customizing smiles is about. From the very beginning, we stayed open because we wanted to be sure we're here for our patients' essential needs and the emergency needs. So that's why from the very beginning, we are really researching as to what is the best methods of being able to keep people safe. Doing the pre-rinse and knowing that this pre-rinse helps to kill the COVID bacteria in their mouth. We started taking temperatures, asking appropriate questions for the COVID-19. We scaled the numbers of patients down so that we're able to have less crossing, so keeping social distance. Making sure that we are using the state-of-the-art in non-toxic disinfectants, nano sprayers, fogging the rooms, having to then spray down things, wipe down things. And you know, dental offices by and large are safe. So you shouldn't be afraid to go to your dentist. As long as they make those appropriate changes for COVID, they'll be even safer. And those are the things that we've been doing. We're definitely accepting new patients because we want to help create smiles for everyone out there. So they can reach us at okudacosmeticdentistry.com.
Brought to you by Dr. Winokuda.
I love Dr. Okuda. He is the dentist to the stars. You know, he's done like Kanye West's famous Diamond Grill. He's worked on like Bruce Willis, a bunch of people who have come to the island.
And the very famous Kanoe Gibson, host of High Now, I heard.
He's worked on a lot of Miss Hawaii's, even Miss Universe Brooke Lee. So he really does create gorgeous smiles. And hello, you get massages when you're there. You get to watch movies, and yeah, they're amazing. And he's very giving too. His heart is so big, and he's so sweet. So.
And he had a great mask.
Yeah, he did have a good mask. All right, well, thanks everyone for watching High Now. Remember, you can catch any of our segments again on HighNowDaily.com.
Yeah, that's right. Be sure to follow us at High Now Daily on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube as well. Click that subscribe button. Now, next week, Malai Kahana Beach Campground is open once again, and Kanoe showing us all the fun you can have with the ohana.
Plus, Chef Colin Hazama is back, and he's sharing some pro tips to up your game in the kitchen. We'll see you guys on Monday morning. Bye now.
Aloha.